Chapter 15. Well, it's Valentine's Day, so I figured I'd let you guys enjoy the next chapter. I personally think this holiday's overrated, but why be grudge that kill the love? We have enough jokes in the world as it is, so why should I add to the group? Enjoy. Are you guys all set to head home? The man says he and Ember marched up to their friends. The dragons were waiting outside the mouth of the cave after having said goodbye to the others of the main gates. The sun was high in the early morning sky and warmed the dragon's scales. You bet, Spyro nodded, forcing a smile. Hey, is anyone seen Stella or Tremor? Kenneth's eyes looking around. They should have been here by now. Coming! The dragons turned to see Stella coming towards them with a black dragon of about the same age walking beside her. Spyro falsely sees the dragon look around and see if his friends had noticed the dragon. Sorry, late, she apologized. We were finishing late breakfast. Who's your friend? Spyro dared to ask and tossed his head towards the black dragon. Oh, Stella turned and blushed sheepishly. This is Leon. He was one of the few black dragons that was able to escape during an attack. Thanks to you. The black dragon nuzzled her cheek with his nose before turning to the group. I'm Leon. It's a pleasure to meet you all. He gave a respectful bow. Thank you all for coming to our aid. If it weren't for you all, I probably wouldn't be alive today, or have met the stunning dragoness you brought with you. Stella blushed and turned away slightly. Well, you know, we do our part. Sparks yawned and rubbed his knuckles against his chest. The dragons just rolled their eyes and laughed. By the way, Candace, Stella turned towards her friend. Since when did you become concerned whether or not Trem was with us? Candace felt her face temperature flare up. She gave a hot frost to turn her nose up. It's not like I care about that jerk. She scoffed. She was completely unaware whether the Earth Dragon himself was approaching her from behind. I just feel Guardian's duty should supersede over one's personal comfort. Since Tremor is the only one somewhat competent to become Earth Guardian, I suppose I can tell him as long as the world doesn't fall apart again. The other dragons looked past to see Tremor standing a few feet behind her. But if it were up to me, I could live the rest of my days happily without ever seeing an annoying boar-headed, pebble-dragging idiot again. The Guardians grinned slightly at her words and clutched Tremor. The other dragon stood much for a second before a smile spread across his mouth. Candy, he called cheerfully. The eyes dragon struck in surprise. There was that name again. She turned and faced him with a heat look in her eyes. Do not call me that, she hissed. Tremor just couldn't smile as he approached her. How are you, sweetie? Did you enjoy your vacation? Candace walked up the green dragon and put her face so close to us that their noses touched. And if you ever call me sweetie again, she pressed her tail blade to his chest, letting the tips hover just over his heart. I will kill you. The grin refused to disappear from Tremor's face. Well, I guess it wasn't as restful as it could have been, but it's good to be back and heading home. It's about time, Candace sneered. Maybe we can now finish our training. As long as I have beautiful dragons like you train with, it will all be worth it, Candy. My name is Candace. The merlin growl echoed in her throat. But Candy just sounds so much sweeter. Okay, come on, you two, Stella called as she stepped in between the two rivals. We have a long trip ahead of us. You can argue all the way home if you like, just as long as we're making ground. Works for me, Candace sighed. The dragons turned to the west and sprang into the air. Spyro, Sparks, and Cinder took the lead, followed by Flame and Ember. Stella and Leon followed close behind, leaving Tremor and Candace to bring up the rear. As the two of them walked forward to spread their wings, Tremor moved up alongside Candace, laying his side brush with her slightly. The eyes dragon shot from the contact glared into his smiling face. You know, I really think we could be happy together, he chuckled. Candace narrowed her eyes at him. She felt somewhat flattered and she did her best to hide a smile. You say that to all the girls. Tremor nodded. Yeah, but with you, I mean it. Candace gave an exasperated sigh and rolled her eyes. A moment later, two were in the air and headed home. As the dragons approached the city of Warfang, they noticed the unusual amounts of heavy activity high upon the city walls. I wonder what's going on, Cinder pondered as the dragon soared over the top of the walls. The squad of dragons landed in the main courtyard, doing their best to stay out of the way of the moles running back and forth with tools and equipment. Is it always this lively? Leon asked, looking around. It seems really busy and loud here. I know it's a little different from home, Stella nuzzled her cheek, but you get used to it. It's not like this all the time. I guess the Guardians aren't taking any chances in case the wolves decide to attack Warfang. Schwimmer said as he eyed several moles working a catapult higher up on the wall. I don't think the wolves would have a fine chance of taking on the city of Warfang, Candace pointed out. Jim looked at her out of the corner of her eye. That's something they aren't still enough to try. Most was surprised, Candace giggled. Yeah, I suppose you have a point. For once. Okay, listen up everyone. Spyro grabbed their attention. We have a lot of work to do. I want Flame and Emperor to report to Theodore and the others about the situation from the eastern city. Satellite, you go with them as well and inform them about our new guest. He shot a quick glance at Leon, who failed to notice it, but Sparks did. Cinder, you take Candace and Tremor and see if the moles need any help with what they're doing. And what about you? Cinder asked. I'm going to go check something out for myself, Spyro replied. I'll be back as soon as I can. Now let's get to it. The dragons all went their separate ways, but Sparks hung around. Hey Spyro, something on your mind, buddy? He asked as he followed Spyro up the main flight of stairs. You seem more tense than usual. Than usual? You know what I mean. I know when something's on your mind. Spyro paused and looked around before leaning close to his brother. Sparks, you can't tell anyone about this. Do you promise? Our lips are sealed. Sparks sipped a finger across his mouth. Spyro paused. He chose his brother, but sometimes his style personality got him into more trouble than needed. Something bad's going to happen soon. I'm not 100% certain what it is, but we all need to be ready for it. So why not tell the others then? That way they can be ready as well. Because it will only hurt them if they knew. Ignatius once told me, relaxed palm moves faster than a clenched talon. Sparks rolled his eyes. Great. More riddles. It means, Sparks, that for chance we won't be able to do anything productive to prepare for what's to come. If we're relaxed, we'll be able to move much quicker and stand more of a chance against whatever's about to hit. Sparks touched his brother, still not fully satisfied with his answer. Does this have anything to do with the new Black Guardian? That new Black Dragon? Sparrow was surprised by the question, but he shook his head. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on right now. I don't know what to think anymore. I just need a little bit of time. Well, buddy, if you need me, I've always got your back. Spyro smiled. I know you do. Thanks, Sparks. You'll pop it, big guy. The Dragonfly patted his brother in the snout. Why don't you go see if anyone needs some extra help right now? I'll catch up to you when I found what I needed. Sparks smiled to his side to one side, but he finally nodded. Alright, just don't go take your sweet time with it and make us all do all the work. Spyro chuckled. I won't. Now go on. He watched his father float back down towards the outer wall. When he was outside, Spyro spread his wings and flew up straight towards his room. Once inside, he went right to his treasure chest in the corner, flung the lid open. He began rummaging through his various armors. He dragged them out, letting them clatter onto the floor at his feet. He was hoping that they would help fit his friends as well. He was suddenly interrupted by telling the door. Spyro whirled around. Hello, Spyro, Black Dragon sneered. Malefor, Spyro gasped in astonishment. Preparing for a fight, I see. The dark monster's voice emanated from the black fire hovering around the dragon's feet. Before the dragon could do anything, the black dragon hissed and charged forward at incredible speed. He barreled into Spyro, cracking his ribs on impact and knocked him out into the balcony. As Spyro struggled to get up, the black dragon lifted Spyro up to his feet. Spyro fought back and the two grappled until Malefor struck with his tail blade again. He cut into Spyro's side, leaving nothing more than a small cut, but the pain was enough to break the smaller dragon's concentration. The black dragon forced Spyro to the railing and was about to push him over when he stopped. Spyro looked over his shoulder to see the rest of the sea far below. He looked back out to see Malefor's face manifest in the flames above him. Foolish dragon, you actually believe you can prepare for what's to come? He cried furiously. He began to dig his long claws in Spyro's chest, and the power dragon did his best not to cry out in pain. You will not be able to attack this place or the rest of the world for much longer. I would advise you to give up while I'm still willing to spare your life. Never. Spyro glared at the dragon. So you would really throw away your own life? Then how about Cinder, Spyro's eyes grew wide. Don't you touch her! He unleashed a wave of fire at the manifestation, and Malefor howled as the flames died away. The black dragon dug his claws in deeper, causing Spyro to stop resisting. You will suffer for your foolishness, young dragon. Malefor raised one hand, ready to strike again. Spyro! Cinder's voice called from down the hall. Both dragons stopped and looked at the doorway. Malefor grounded in irritation. He released Spyro, who gasped as he fell to the floor out the balcony, bleeding openly. This isn't over. Malefor grounded and disappeared in the shadows. As his voice came closer, Spyro began to panic. I can't let him see me like this, he gasped. He looked around, trying to find some place to hide. At the last moment, he dove out the balcony and spread his wings. His chest throbbed, his heart pounded against it. I'm sorry, Cinder, he couldn't turn as he headed for the pavilion. Spyro, are you there? Cinder walked into his room. It was empty except for the various bits of farm scattered about the room. The dragoness cocked her head curious as she walked over and picked up one of Spyro's helmets. Spyro, what is going on? She thought aloud. She looked out towards the balcony. She squinted at something on the ground and walked over to it. As Cinder examined the drops closely, her eyes grew wide. Blood? Her head shut up as she looked around the room and over the edge of the balcony. The skies were clear, with no signs of dragons coming and going. What's Blood doing on Spyro's balcony? She thought herself before taking off running.